Okay, plumbing tip for you. You got rolls of poly in the yard, and you need to quickly know how many linear feet is in that roll of poly. There's two quick ways to figure out how many linear feet are in a roll of poly, and I'm gonna show you both right now. Okay, so how many linear feet is this? I know today I got a 75-foot run, and I need this to be at least 80, 90 feet. If it's not, I'm going to the yard. No, I'm going to the supply house, and I'm ordering a new roll of poly. First of all, the poly that we're using, if you're curious, you can take a look at it. It's service pipe, 1-inch, class 250 SDR7. So this is really good, thick, strong poly. Definitely rated for the use of what we're using for. But here's how to quickly find out how many linear feet is right there. And we're going to use the formula of pi times diameter. Pi times diameter is circumference, and circumference is what is the dimension all around the diameter of what you're trying to figure out the circumference for. So one, we can pretty much guess diameter as a plumber. To me, I walk up to this and I'm like, is this a 4-foot sheet of plywood, right? We've all carried those 4-foot sheets of plywood, right? So I know that this is not quite 48 inches. I think this is more than 3 foot, less than 4 foot. So I'm going to say 3.5 feet, right? So then all you got to know is how many loops you got, because we're going to go pi times diameter and times it by how many actual loops we got. So let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got 10 loops. Then you pull the calculator out. All right.
Password.
And you find your calculator. So I said what, 3.5 feet? So 3.5 feet times pi, 3.14. So now the circumference of just one of those loops is 10.99 feet. Then I'm going to times it by 10 loops. I got 109 feet, 110 feet. So I got 110 foot right there. Now, that's the first way. So I know I got about 110 foot. This is fairly new poly, so this is actually going to give me information on it that will tell me how many linear feet I have here as well. So on all these polys is going to be a stamp on here that says how many feet on the roll it is. What does that say right there? That says, let me turn this around so I can actually read it. Nine 975 feet. 975. So then you find your other end right here and read it. That looks like 865, but sometimes you gotta go, they go in every 2 feet. So then you gotta go in, okay, so that's 867, I can tell. So this is definitely 865 right here. So 975 minus 865, well, that's 110 foot. You don't have to use a calculator for that. So 110 foot plus maybe a foot here and maybe a foot there. So maybe 112 foot. But that's double confirmation. A lot of times those numbers are not readable for you at all. As it gets handled in the sun and the UV, those start to fade out. But the diameter times pi times however many loops you have, that gets you darn close enough for whatever you got to do. So there you go.